Hi, I'm Tia Sosin. This is another episode of Daily Tea, and today's episode is about Japanese wa-kocha, black tea. At the Tea Crane, I offer a few varieties of Japanese-produced organic black tea, wa-kocha, and this is one of them. The leaf itself is from the Yamato Midori cultivar, and it's a summer harvest. Now, it's almost summer, and it's really getting hot in Japan. Temperatures are already rising to above 30-35. Today was 37 degrees. Yesterday we had a heat warming. Today we had a second heat warning. So it's really getting very warm in Japan. And once the humidity actually starts kicking in as well, then it's hardly bearable. So amongst us, a lot of people actually like to drink something cold to cool themselves down during that hot weather. And with green tea, there's green tea brewed on ice, there's matcha on the rocks, there's cold brew sencha, etc. So there's various types of tea that are being introduced to actually drink cold and have a refreshing experience. Now, my idea is that it's actually better to drink something warm. So I almost never drink cold drinks, except for the one that I will be introducing you today. And today's drink is, this is black tea, wa-kocha, cold brew. So I didn't use any hot water, I brewed it just cold. So I used cold water, I inserted the leaf, and I left it in the refrigerator for about half a day. I left it in during the night, and it really gives a very interesting and refreshing flavor of the black tea. So when you would pour it with hot water, for example, there's some bitterness, some astringency, etc. that will also be introduced, and I know that those are the specifications that most people like black tea, but brewing black tea cold will actually give a lot of sweetness free. So this particular one is really sweet, really refreshing, and I'm just going to taste it to give a little impression. It's really flowery, really fresh, it's got a little bit of sourness to it, but the sweetness is really intense. And if you're looking for example, an enjoyable iced tea, I don't think you need to actually go and brew a black tea regularly with hot water, cool it down, and then add some lemon and sugar. If you're looking for something that is already a little bit on the sour side, is quite sweet and doesn't have that bitterness, so you can actually just drink it all day through to refresh yourself, then cold brewing black tea is definitely a recommendation. And I would also recommend to look at one of our wa-kocha, Japanese produced black teas at the Tea Crane, because they are mainly produced using green tea cultivars, so that makes them a lot fresher, a lot less full-bodied, and gives them more of that fresh flavor, that sweetness that you will actually be looking for when you're making a delicious iced tea. So this is a brief update on my recommendation to cold brew black tea. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode of Daily Tea.